Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. This is your co-main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a professional rules bout held in the women's 112-pound flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This warrior represents Steel MMA. Help me welcome Susie Big Guns Wallace. Introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This warrior represents MK Muay Thai. Help me welcome Ashley Blanco. And the action begins. Your referee for this contest, Nick Grant.
Here we go, folks. Three-minute rounds pro. Full rules Muay Thai in the 112-pound flyweight division. Pro, elbows are unpadded, knees to the head are legal.
Elbows are unpadded. I'm going to say that again.
There's no standing 8 counts. Wallace at the blue corner, Blanco out of the red.
Susan has been able to sneak inside Ashley's guard a couple times already. Nice left kick from Ashley.
Catch by Wallace, doesn't capitalize. Blanco going in for the clinch.
When they get in these clinches, pay special attention to their head posture and their elbows. Nice reversal from Susan.
Nice tight guard there from Wallace, stops any of those kicks coming in.
Ashley's landing those kicks, but she's hitting a little bit with her foot. I wonder if she'll find a home with her shin here in the fight. Wow, nice left hook from Ashley as they enter the clinch.
Watch out for his elbows in the clinch in the last couple of fights.
Susan's knees are lethal, and she had kind of broken the posture of Ashley when they were in the clinch. Ashley's head was up towards the ceiling.
In the last few fights, Wallace has done very well with elbows inside the clinch.
Nice team from Ashley to create space. She landed those punches, but she was a little unweighted by Susan. Nice exchange.
Is that rope going select, that top rope? Nice elbows, 2 of them in a row, landed for Wallace. Blanco setting an upward elbow herself. Wallace did a nice job with the right arm blocking Blanco's left hand.
When elbows are unpadded, the number one thing to look for is not so much a knockout, which is very possible, but more cuts. There's so little skin between an elbow and a skull that it creates cuts really easily. There's a reason they call them slicing elbows. They cut so easily.
Wallace brings Blanco down. Come back up and get right back to the action. 10 seconds left in the first. End of the first. 6 minutes remaining in the fight. Wallace seems very happy with that round.
Yeah, that was good. I think both coaches are happy with how that round went. They both got the opportunity to show things off.
You see that Wallace got Blanco down. You see Carl Gephardt there in the corner from Steel MMA, San Diego. Shout out to everybody watching from San Diego on WarriorsCup.tv. Thank you so much for tuning in.
A lot of times, whoever initiates the sweep, or who's initiating the sweep, doesn't really matter as much if the other person lands on top, right? So I think in that sweep, what we saw was Ashley trying to reverse the position, and Susan using it to her advantage. She ended up landing on top.
Reminds me of another great West Coast fighter, one of the best to come out of America, Eddie Abasolo, had a quote. He said, Muay Thai is like playing poker, but never showing your hand. And Wallace is so good at that. You never know what she's going to come with next.
Good exchange there. Susan putting on the pressure early. Her march is already much faster. She's picking up pace here in the second round. Ashley's guard is high.
Nice left-handed from Blanco.
You know, for somebody who's fighting southpaw for the first time, you'd never know it.
Oh, solid right hand for Wallace lands.
Yeah, that turned Ashley's head. Left jab.
Nice left hand again for Wallace lands.
Yeah, she's finding a home for that.
Solid left punch and a left kick for Blanco, but Wallace able to capitalize off of it.
Good teep from Ashley, creating a little distance there. Susan is a tiny bit taller. Ashley's gonna have to close the distance.
And you can always see Wallace's boxing pedigree in there. So strong with her hands, and so confident with mixing up her shots.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that her shoulders cover her chin too. She rounds her shoulders forward over her chest. She's never caught with her chin up.
Nice hook there from Blanco.
Ashley got the best of that exchange just now.
Minute 30 left, halfway through the fight.
Nice left hand exchange of kicks. Man, they were standing right next to the ropes, but neither of them got on top of the other one to push them into them. That's surprising. Usually if you're anywhere near the ropes, you want to angle out to push your opponent into them. Nice catch and release there from Susan Wallace. Watch for some elbows right here. There's enough space for them.
Both doing a nice job of staying nice and tight to avoid those elbows coming in. Wallace with the crossface. And the elbow coming over.
Yeah, you wonder why their heads are so close together, but if you think about it, would you want to be on the end of a baseball bat when it's being swung at you, or right on the inside by somebody's hands? There's going to be so much less force on the inside of something than the outside.
Great analogy.
And if they don't have space to throw the elbow in the first place, you're safe. Ooh.
Oh, nice left hook.
Yeah, Ashley got caught with her chin up and on her heels a little bit. It made her stumble back on that punch.
Catch by Wallace. Hook lands. It was a nice shot. Nice high kick though by Blanco.
Yeah, it was.
10 seconds left in the second.
We noticed this earlier on tonight with the Dave Slezyak fight. Ooh, good exchange. Even if you catch a kick, the person that threw the kick still earns a point because the kick lands flush up against your rib cage, your head, wherever it was aimed at, and then you wrap your arm around the shot that landed. That doesn't mean that you neutralized the strike. All it means is that you're catching it after it hit you. So in order to neutralize the score, you've got to land your own shot, and you're hoping to make it bigger than the one that they landed on you. So catching is never optimal if you have the opportunity to block, but it's definitely worth the risk if you think you can land something on top.
Third and final round coming up here. Madison Square Garden, historic night here for Warriors Series 3. Combination of Warriors Cup and RFC promotions coming together. Remember, you can follow us at Warriors Cup _3PP and at RFC.promotions, YouTube.com/@Warriors Cup, YouTube.com/@RFC promotions_. Follow me at Liam Talks Fights and LG at LG.Pannell.
Okay, both corner men were hyping up their gals in this last round. I think they're both looking for a big round here. And by big round, I don't think I mean volume, I think I mean power.
Wallace with a nice stiff jab to start it. Solid left hook from Blanco. Lands in the gloves of Wallace.
Blanco punches hard, I can tell you that firsthand. Nice exchange, good. Punches from Susan Wallace. She peppers so quickly. Good. Nice return to rhythm from Ashley.
Wallace downstairs and upstairs.
I think Ashley's getting caught with her head up and her chin up just a little bit more than usual now that she's in the southpaw stance. Man, she's landing that left hook pretty well. Inside leg kicks, big left kicks. There's one. Nice right hook as well. Ooh, I liked that exchange. Susan Wallace using her kick to get in range for a punch.
Nice turn there by Wallace.
She has a great clinch.
Yeah, Blanco did a nice job neutralizing with the shin to the inside hip. Wallace moved out of the way. Blanco brought the shin right across the hip again. Very nicely done. Wallace pressing the action. Nice left hand lands for her. Another nice left hook. Minute and 20 left in the fight.
Ooh.
Nice right hand. I will say, I feel like consistently the more significant looking shots are coming from Wallace. Nicely done by Blanco. Dumps her right over.
Yeah, I have to agree. This third round, I'm seeing just a little bit higher volume of strikes that land out of Wallace.
You know, both fighters having their moments. I mean, you saw that dump there by Blanco. She's consistently getting in there.
Oh, left elbow from Ashley. Almost landed another one. I think that did land.
A minor cut now opened up over the underneath the right eye of Wallace. Blanco pointing it out.
She's getting excited.
Only 30 seconds left, though. Will she have time to capitalize on it? But that will make an impression on the judges.
Yeah, it definitely will. And you know Ashley's starting to aim for it now, too.
15 seconds left. Will she have time?
Not long to go. Nice. What a beautiful fight. You know, you practice elbows for years, dreaming of the opportunity to land one and see a cut open up on your opponent. And we just watched Ashley have that experience. That was so fun. She landed it, she looked, she even stepped back, smiled, pointed at it, and just kind of marveled for a second.
She was very satisfied.
Yeah, and you can imagine why with all the years of elbows she's been practicing.
So we will go to the judges' scorecard to see how they have it.
Oh, Ashley's so relieved. How fun. How fun. Let's see how the judges saw it.
Folks, don't go anywhere. Our main event still coming up. Dimitri Varats and Kenny Casey of the UK face off the WBC Night Kanam Toon title coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, after three-minute rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for our decision. Judge A scores the contest 29-28 for the blue corner. Judge B scores the contest 30-27 for the red corner. Judge C scores the contest 29-28 with your winner by split decision. Coming out of the red corner, Ashley Blanco.
An excellent job by both competitors. Ashley Blanco taking a huge victory for herself here, winning the rubber match between the two of them. You know what, Susan Wallace reminding us why she's such a fan favorite here in this coast and the West Coast, with Blanco doing a tremendous job tonight and taking that victory home.